Baby, be in love with your fantasies. I can be a star, make a sky so bright. Welcome to my dungeon, this is ecstasy. Let me play the fantasy.
What's good, y'all? It's your girl, Asia.
And it's your boy, BJ. And we back like we never left. Thank you guys for tuning back in. Most importantly, shout out to the family. Thank you guys for supporting our channels. Today, as you can see on that thumbnail, we're going to be checking out some of the latest news regarding this deportation. This actually is a video talking about some Chicago neighborhoods in Illinois, too, as well.
Okay. Oh, gosh, y'all. Make sure you like and comment, subscribe, okay? Let's go ahead and jump into this video.
Hey,
I'm nervous.
Let's dive into it.
Aid promises kept, with President Trump taking immediate action on his top campaign focus, fighting illegal immigration. From coast to coast, ICE agents going city to city, sometimes door to door, tracking down the nearly 1.5 million undocumented set for deportation. Wow. And as ICE closes in on migrants, once vibrant Chicago neighborhoods are now turning into ghost towns. And tonight we are taking you to a neighborhood that has gone silent.
Wow.
Look, I said from day one, no one's off the table.
The Trump administration setting out to execute what it has promised.
We arrested 1,300 people. Over 1,000 of them were criminals.
Immigration and customs enforcement operations reportedly underway in jurisdictions all across the nation. Federal agents have been spotted in many sanctuary cities carrying out these operations.
I hope the sanctuary cities come around.
The usually bustling and vibrant streets of this Hispanic neighborhood in Chicago sit relatively empty because of the concerns over ICE.
Wow.
Welcome to Mesquite Restaurant, sir.
This little taqueria, like most in the Pilsen neighborhood, is owned and operated by immigrants. The Cruz family, who in 1994 made the long journey from Mexico City to Chicago to grow their little taco stand into a thriving restaurant.
We got tacos, we got breakfast, chilaquiles.
This American dream is one thousands of migrants are striving for when they cross the southern border. But the drastic shutdown of illegal immigration is a campaign promise the majority of American voters are expecting Donald Trump to make good on.
They're talking about majority of the voters. I feel like, you know, during the election, probably over like, that's what 70 million people probably voted for, was in regards to like illegal immigration. And with us living here in Texas, like we see it on the daily, especially when it comes to like ICE and things of that nature. Now, not just like ICE, but, you know, like I said, even down here at the border of like Texas and things of that nature, like you see like the effects that it's having, especially since Trump Trump's administration has taken over. You're already starting to see things starting to change, especially like in the what they're talking about, like the sanctuary cities and things of that nature, like New York and obviously like Chicago too.
Yeah, I just feel like a lot of families are definitely being broke up right now. A lot of people's livelihoods, all of that, like. Yeah.
Promise the majority of American voters are expecting Donald Trump to make good on.
Honest to you, when he come back again, I was like, man, I feel scared.
President Trump, border czar Tom Homan, and the highest-ranking members of Immigration and Customs Enforcement say they're only targeting violent criminals during these initial deportations. News Nation has seen what these operations look like. I rode along and conducted early morning raids with ICE agents when they arrested men from Iraq and Belize, convicted criminals who spent prison time for robbery and gun charges.
I'm not a criminal. I'm a good guy. I pay my taxes. I do everything right. You know what's going to happen to me? They're going to grab me too. You know? They're not going to check right now.
We've seen examples of resistance throughout Hispanic neighborhoods, including these signs instructing immigrant men and women to push back and block federal agents from entering their homes. But the reality is, new polling shows 65% of Americans strongly support deporting immigrants convicted of violent crimes. That includes Horacio Aguilera, an Iraq war veteran and Mexican-American police officer. He voted for Trump and wants mass deportations of criminals to carry on as quickly as possible.
A lot of Hispanic Americans, there was also a rise that voted for Trump. I think 9 out of 10 people that are living here in America, Chicago, Illinois, are going to agree that if you're an illegal resident and you are arrested for committing a crime, prosecuted for committing a crime, and you are an illegal resident, you are subject to deportation.
The so-called mass deportations have not been carried out in Chicago like people once believed. But that hasn't stopped local and state leaders from sounding the alarm and strengthening local codes which reinforce the city's sanctuary status.
We should stand up for them. That is the right thing to do. But he's trying to tear things down.
Governor, what's your response to people who might say that Democrats are the one sowing chaos, confusion, and fear-mongering when talking about mass deportations that haven't even happened in Chicago?
What are you talking about? They are literally threatening people all across the country. How can you say that we're overreacting somehow? We're not.
The Trump administration is vowing to investigate and prosecute local and state officials who stand in the way of what the federal government is doing.
But how? Well,
Natasha?
Yeah, Alex with that tonight. Thank you. Thanks for watching.
Okay, but how are they able to decipher who's the criminal, who's not?
Probably just criminal records. They're getting information from somewhere.
But if they're all like, even the ones that like might have crossed over the border that came like right in front of everybody because we were allowing people to come over, like.
How are they getting that information to know if they've committed like violent crimes and things like that?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
I mean, I would think that they would already be like, maybe not you, because you got a criminal record of this, that, and that. But now it's like, now we're going to go look for them?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah, and like I said, and like, people need to don't get it confused, because a lot of people are talking about, they're trying to like deport immigrants. They're not deporting immigrants. They're deporting illegal immigrants, And I feel like that's a good step as far as starting with people who like have violent crimes, because at the end of the day, it's about keeping the border safe, but it's also about keeping like the American people safe too as well.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I'm definitely for deportation of people that are here illegally. Point blank, period,
Yeah. I mean, oof. That's a...
And you've had people that have been here for like 20 years, 30 years.
Saying, like...
And it's a very, very like dicey situation, but you just have to do whatever you got to do to make sure that you're here legally and you don't have nothing to worry about.
That's the only thing, like, because, people who've been here that long should by now have a
green
status.
card,
like
visa,
what they need
some type of
to
status
be here. So,
to actually be like an actual citizen.
But at the same time, just like this guy, like he had a whole restaurant. Like this is how he lives. Like this is what he's doing for his family. Like you got
in the community too.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just feel it does definitely get dicey, because if you think about it, the amount of children who have been here because even though their parents were illegal, then they're considered to be legal. And if they're taking those parents away or those kids away, like, then what? Like, you just have a broken family, because obviously they're not going to let you be here or come here, or they're going to take you back for wherever you came. Like, not only that, but then how much money does it cost to do that? Like,
as far as what?
I'm just curious. Like, how do you think they're going to get back home?
I mean, I saw reports just recently that they're sending people to like Guantanamo Bay. Like they're setting up tents or setting up like certain camps out there in Guantanamo Bay.
But right, they're not all
to send
from
like 30,000 people there.
Right, but I'm saying like they're not all from the south. Like they're coming from everywhere.
From different countries, right?
Yeah. So how do you think they're gonna get back home, and who has to pay for that?
That's a good question. That's a good question for somebody to fill in those gaps too, so you can completely understand exactly everything that's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. But my thing at the end of the day is like, what other country allows illegal immigrants to come to their country and actually come there and don't worry about it, don't bother them, and actually let them stay there?
I don't know. I don't know.
So that's why I'm like, why should the United States do that when nobody else is doing that?
Right. You're right. Yeah. Y'all got to chime in on this. Let us know what y'all think about this. I feel
How do y'all feel about this?
It's just controversial, because some people going to feel different about it, and others will be like, no, forget it. Nope. You need to do the right thing.
Exactly. And like I said,
everybody else.
Like I said, we here in Texas, so, here in Texas, we have a huge like Hispanic communities down here.
Yeah.
Amongst other immigrants too as well.
Yep, absolutely. So y'all chime in. Let us know what y'all think about this in the comment section.
Absolutely.
And if y'all enjoyed it, give us a big thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, smash the notification bell so you don't miss any videos from Asia and BJ. And if ain't nobody else told you today, I love you. We're going to see y'all in the next video.
Peace and blessings.
Yeah.